them up during Q&A. And the other thing is all participants will receive a PMI USA certificate and after completing the feedback from at the end. In addition, now let me, without further ado, to invite the presenter today. He is he's Engineer 𝐼𝐶 𝐾𝐫𝐬, and he's an international project management consultant and specialist and PMI authorized training partner. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the presenter and Ms. 𝐼𝐶, over to you.
Thank you, Engineer and Toastmaster, the General Manager of Procons International. So I'm so delighted to be in front of you and welcome you the presentation organized by projectmanagement.lk and Procons International on the subject of modern project management and practices and global opportunities. This is a PMI approved PDU program. You will get a certificate and a PDU to conduct your credentials or your certification with PM. So let's move on. So we are here because we have a certain kind of problem or we have a certain kind of a need. So we both have to be very genuine and we are doing a business. That means business means not selling something or buying something, because we are trying to satisfy certain kind of requirement with mutual understanding and sharing. You need knowledge, you need update, you need network, you need the knowledge update, the current knowledge, and we also need. We need the publicity, we need knowledge sharing as well as gathering knowledge with you. We need a network also. So we are getting that. And we want to go beyond the island mindset. That mindset is not because we are in Sri Lanka, not because we are in another country. We want to think globally. Now we are living in a global world, and the global project management has some cultural mix and collaboration. And this scenario is different than when we started some 20-25 years ago our career. We didn't have much access to internet or global connection. Even virtual teams are something very rare. So now it is a common subject. We are working with global environment. So how project management has evolved this line and how we have to perform in the global project management market, we can discuss. And also, we have certain knowledge in projects. So when you are working with projects, you have a knowledge. You gain knowledge. Before joining projects, you have developed the certain kind of knowledge, education, and experience and value within you. And this knowledge we have to share between teams for the project, for the community, and for end users' benefit. So this knowledge has two categories. One is called explicit knowledge and second one is called tacit knowledge. Explicit knowledge is what you can explain and what you can document, code, and present to the others. So, but this knowledge is available in the YouTube or in the textbooks or in the programs. But people working with time and with long time and gathering new knowledge, and when they are collaboratively working with variety of professionals, multidisciplinary professionals, so there is a additional trust, belief, or internal strength gathered, that is called tacit knowledge, and sharing that tacit knowledge is difficult. So I am interested in my specialty. I am interested in sharing this tacit knowledge by means of stories, by means of sharing experiences, or at journals or at gatherings. So therefore, I have special interest. That is, I am here, and that is why I accepted this presentation. And also, this project management is different. Project management is not like structural engineering or contract management or medicine or agriculture. They have some kind of theories or special practices and strict guidelines we have to follow. But project management is an evolving subject. Even the standards published by PMI, Project Management Institute, are not legal. Those are only best practices and recommendations. So we have more area to play with. Therefore, we need to know how the people are working creatively to dominate this market of project management, how they perform in the global scenario. Now we will discuss. And this is very wide subject. I will not go deeply into in certain areas, but in overall, I will give an overview of what I gain from my personal experiences and from PMI the collaboration, as well as I have worked with multinational teams, and I have listened their stories. So I want some free time to spend with them at tea, coffee, events or evenings, traveling, and I try to get this knowledge, and I have certain thing to share with you. That is why I have to start with who I am by telling my background. So this may be something boasting, but I know you have some strength more than me. This is my area. So try to mix it. And presently, I am performing as a global consultant, because I involved in a project that is connecting by high-speed rail the two continents. So we are meeting the professionals of different countries, different regions of the globe, and I want to share how they behave and how they see the project management has evolved, that how it is evolving according to the point of view of my collaborators. So in my journey as a project manager in Sri Lanka, I have to share with you, because in my first experiences with projects, there was a saying, the project doing everything is master of nothing. So I was a person like that. So I was a science writer, journalist. I started businesses, entrepreneur, startup, and I worked in the public sector, State Engineering Corporation, and then quickly moved to the international organization. So my curiosity on these areas and my interest in different kind of people, not only the experts in the project management or technical side, made me cleared me some opportunities in the global sector. So in that, I started with international organizations. International organizations means not in Sri Lanka, not only in Sri Lanka. We started our career with some companies performing in Sri Lanka with multinational teams. So in these multinational teams, for example, when I joined the rectification of World Trade Center Twin Tower building after this damage by bomb blast in end of 90s decade, so the owner of the the buildings were Singapore-based company, and the rectification was done by indeed by a multinational team. This multinational team from Germany, Italy, US, UK, and they collaborated. I could attend the meetings, and from that point of view, I was encouraged to join in with the international projects. So these multinational communities, then their behavior gave me some kind of strength to perform in projects in the current level. So the CRWB project is Colombo, Ratnapura, Vellawaya, Batticaloa Road, and I joined there with Kian Enterprises. This is a South Korea-based international company. Once they were leading construction company in the world. So they had different cultural aspects. Their way of respecting adults, that seniority, or their way of seeing at young engineers. So that gave some value or mindset for me to use even today at projects. So therefore, project management is not following the FIMBOK or not following a certain code of conduct and the processes. It is some study of how people behave and how successful project managers manage their people. And Lunava Environment and Flood Control Project, again with Japanese funds and consultant and contractor, South Korean and local teams, and we collaborated how to gather the lessons from previous projects, how to use the feasibility studies, and how to ensure this project is delivered to the end user with after preparing their readiness, end user readiness, lessons learned, and the planning that was global level exposure came. So that is what I am telling is why I think, according to my point of view, it is important. So now MMC is a multimodal center of Kottao. This is Sri Lanka's first ever multimodal transport center. And it was a collaboration of multinational companies, and we developed in a project. There is a business aspect, there is a sustainability aspect, and there is a operational aspect. So other than the general business process, we learn how we have to use it and how we can be multitasking people in a project. So Colombo Light Rail Transit project is another project. Unfortunately, it stopped after at the end of the design and tender document preparation phase. So there are also that we learn about how virtual teams work. The design team is working in Thailand, and some part of them work in Japan, and an international team gathered in Sri Lanka. So this is one of my experiences during COVID time, how teams perform and ensure they maintain the collaborative strength even working remotely. And same Central Expressway, actually I came back to Sri Lanka after working as a project control and expert in Middle East, and thereafter I joined Central Expressway part 2, the Pulgahawela Kurunagala section, and I was in a consortium project director or contractor side contractor representative for a period. There I could build certain thing that was not available in contractors. So that was the collaboration or joining as a PMO, project management unit, so that they had the practice, they have the expertise, very good knowledge, experience. So I could set up some kind of a PMO there, how different companies can work together under one roof. So maybe many of other experts have tried that, and it was special. So the collaboration, the thinking about the cultural differences, I learned from international experts, and working together. Of people or contractors, companies, even they have the competition, they have to be collaborate at certain level. The project managers had to go beyond that point of view. So that is something I learned from that one. And same way, I engaged in the section 1, that 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐞𝐬 section, before it was stopped. And ICT projects that my sister company, that we launched the company, and we have handled more than 100 public sector ICT projects, including Government Information Center, Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka Management Information System, and the Sustainable Energy Authority energy benchmarking projects. These are huge projects that need the expertise of different specialists. So this collaboration gave me some idea about how agile work, how software development teams can be driven to deliver the results. So when it comes to the international market, so I gained the experience of oil and gas infrastructure at Central Asia, the Kazakhstan. So they are that was also in a very difficult, different environment, and even the very hard temperature, that low temperature areas near the Caspian Sea. So we worked together, and we got the experience of adaptability, how we have to adapt into different environments. So expressway and city development in Doha, Qatar, I worked nearly 6 years there. And currently I am working in this high-speed rail project. I am presenting you from Istanbul, Turkey, European side. And this is the interoperability and the different technology meeting and different professional meeting point. So with the PMI affiliation, and we as a authorized training partner instructor of Project Management Institute, and I have engaged so many workshops and collaborative meeting training programs with that, and that gave me some exposure. So business relationship with Australia, that we have our sister company, that Procons Australia. With that collaboration gave me another strength to reinforce the adaptability, cultural alignment, people, and trust. So then when you are ready with this understanding of the global nature of modern day projects, and the adaptability with the cultural differences and the regional differences, we can add strength for our project management expertise. So today we will discuss about evolution of project management, because in project management we have some definition that is used after implementing the PMBOK, and before that Project Management Institute. But project management was there in the world during Kala construction, Great Pyramid, or before that also. But these definitions were organized by PMI in 1969. Accordingly, that is how to organize your skills and strength and techniques to deliver certain project values. But the project results, nowadays we are moving to the value delivery concepts with the project management principles, and we we have faced the revolution of agile approaches, and we have now moved into the hybrid project management environment. And modern day project manager, the PMP, CAPM, or any kind of qualified person is expected to have equal competence in managing agile projects as well as the predictive project, traditional projects. So because the upcoming, that is for preparation for the future, we expect projects will have some predictable sections and also agile and hybrid soft area that we still have to adapt according to the changing requirement during the project. So earlier we try to maintain the plan and do the project as much as according to the plan. When the Empire State Building, the 100 years ago, it was built nearly 100 years ago, the entire work has been planned for months, and the building was done before the scheduled time, because it was well planned, and even small nut and bolt were planned. But nowadays, there are some projects exceeding the expected time. For example, if I tell you that in Turkey, in Istanbul, there is a connection, the connection sea strait that is called Bosphorus. Between this Bosphorus, after crossing this Bosphorus, you are moving from Europe to Asia. So when we cross this Bosphorus Strait by train, we have to go under the sea. So this was constructed recently. That was called Marmara underground tunnel. That construction was extended so many years during the construction. So what was the reason that we encountered, the people encountered, the project teams encountered the historical, the naval harbor, and many human history related archaeology material. So when we are facing with that, it was something like partially agile approach. The protection, the conservation, the reporting, and everything came, and we have to face this kind of situation. When we built the Mahakumbara Multimodal Center, so this center, we have a construction part as well as operation control section. So the control, according to the plan, there was a vehicle detection system, automated timetable system, or the automated display system. So these systems are or integrated transport management system. This was in the plan, not what you see today, but that part is agile, has to done with the software management approach, and construction part is with predictive project management approach. So with this kind of approaches, we have to use hybrid project management practices. We expect, and the PMI and the project managers expect, the future, most of the projects are in the hybrid nature. So that is why we have to learn, we have to be aware about it. And now the business analyst is not something aliens, that business analyst is an expert within the project team, or project managers should develop business analysis expertise to ensure the value delivery, and also to become updated with the resilience. And also the role of PMO, I will discuss, project management office, and AI, artificial intelligence in project management, global demand and opportunities, skills and credentials, key takeaways, and question and answer sessions we will face today. And if we take the idea of evolution of project management, from task tracking earlier, mostly we were following the processes. the Bible of project management is that we call the PMBOK, Project Management Body of Knowledge, published guidelines and standards of Project Management Institute, is called Bible of Project Managers, some project managers by community. That is a word used in the community. And accordingly, that some years ago, we were talking only about the processes related to project management. And these processes were the entire subject for task tracking, the directing of the work, and the reporting. Now we have changed that into value creation, value delivery, not only with the results, but for the end users, for the organization, for the project management subject itself. And as I mentioned, now we are moving from predictive to hybrid models. And we will from control to collaboration and adaptability. And now we are talking much about people. And there are three sides of project management. I will tell you that one is the people, one side is processes, and other side is business environment. And project managers are expected, and they have to develop their talents align with these domain areas. So when we start our project without idea about any idea of strategic business approach of the organization, as well as business environment related to the subject we are working together, we cannot take some judgments exactly in the project. So we have to have the project business environment related knowledge to take judgment. So that talent is called business acumen. And also we have to manage the project, the people with empathy, using the emotional intelligence, and we have to be servant leaders. We have to create environment for people to work other than the directing in most of the cases. And we have to think about how people are managed in agile environment. And in an agile environment, sometimes we will not have a project manager, the product owner and the project lead or team lead will be there, the leading and the scrum master or agile coach will be there, other than the local domain experts teams. So then the person at the name of project manager or project lead or project team lead in agile environment are creating an environment for team to perform by themselves, and creating psychological healthy environment for team to perform. So then the role of project manager is changed therefore. And now we see the collaboration and adaptability. We have to adapt to the situation, and a stakeholder value, the stakeholder requirement, and stakeholder identification is a continuous process before starting a project, during the project, and it is a continuous effort, and their collaboration and our agility or project visibility. The project status should be visible more than earlier days today for all stakeholders and the project team to get collective decision or collaboration. So, and the agile practice was introduced by a group of software engineers, and they have mostly considered that we will not follow that strict hierarchical project environments with much documentation, contracts, agreements, negotiation. So those can be there, those processes, procedures can be there, but they preferred give more value to the collaboration of the people, understanding and end result. So therefore, the Agile has given some revolutionary input for the project, not only the software industry. It has gone beyond that area. Now we are talking the more about people, more about collaboration, more about the frequent meetings or updates of the programs using this. Therefore, we are moving into a project management environment influenced by agile concepts. So even it is pure predictive, we have influences learned from agile concept, especially the thinking about the business environment and people management in projects more collaboratively and more modern way. So in this environment, the Project Management Institute introduced the project management principles. There are 12 project management principles. We have to think differently with these principles. These are realities in the project. There are 3 scenarios in projects. The 4 scenarios actually. One is our core values. The honesty and the truthfulness or the responsibility related core values, and also we have some realities in projects. Those are called something in project. We cannot give up that situation. Projects cannot happen without these principal requirements. So the stewardship is all the project members, project managers, and the project associates, they should be careful about the resources, team, collaboration, and following compliance, legal requirements, and certain kind of discipline. We cannot manage projects just having some very novel ideas, or we can we cannot think that we can do anything in projects. We have certain kind of framework. In that framework, we can break the status quo or thinking traditional way. We can question, but we have to think about the sustainability, care of others, care of resources, and care of results, and for the compliance to the cultural and legal, ethical standards, requirements. So that stewardship is a principle to deliver in a project. That is some kind of a discipline we have to maintain. That we don't think we didn't talk earlier under the processes. So value focus is another principle in projects. The delivering of the value, just handing over something is not, and getting payment for that, or getting a completion certificate is not sufficient for a project manager or project management team nowadays, and they have to develop certain kind of philosophical or psychological enhancement or thinking pattern, mindset of delivering value for all the during all the processes and the releases of a project. So this value focus is a special concern in projects, and stakeholder engagement is given more value, and stakeholders cannot just hand over the project to start or give their requirements and hide. They have to be collaborate, and we have to ensure these right stakeholders are identified, and it has been continued to identify, and their collaboration and communication has been effectively established. And tailoring to context is something we can consider, and that is we are doing, even we don't know the word or don't use as a project management principle. it is not a bad thing that you can use some template from a previous project and some leadership style, some kind of the list of risk of another project for this one. So we can use it, but any practice, any standard, any guideline, any lesson learned for a new project, we have to modify, customize. It is a tailoring mindset, and the context of the project has to be understood. So for that, we have to develop our sense and our additional thinking about the project, other than the technical understanding, or this is a project, this is another similar type of project. Projects are different from one to another, not because of that's technical or resource content. It's cultural environment, or the people's mindset, education level, or the time, or the economy of the country, or the area, region. Many reasons projects are different from one another. So therefore, any kind of material, template, management style, leadership, or the HR management approach, we have to tailor from project to project. So this sense we have to develop to manage modern day projects or international projects. And system thinking is we have to think, we have two systems in projects. We are working in a project that, suppose that one example I am always mentioned, that one person can be walking alone in a remote village street. That person, you may think that person is alone or isolated person. No, that person is not alone. That person is in your world population, and that person is in your vaccination list, or that person has relationships, or maybe a voters list. The contributor for many community, or the support for the existence of the systems, the person is a part of the system. Similarly, any project, some water treatment plant, or some kind of school building in a certain area, you may think it is an isolated project, but it is part of the system. It is part of the system of program for develop the education facilities of a country or a region. And there may be organizations related to it, the modern classroom systems or education psychology related approaches. So therefore, we have external environment for the project, including the government or international the relationships that is linked in the project system. But internally also we have a system with the project, the planning department, quantity surveying department, marketing department, any section or any interdependencies we have to consider, we have to respect in the project management more than early days now, because now this interrelation. Suppose if you have ERP system, this usage you will give you understanding about how the overall organization or overall project will be impacted by the scenarios happening in related other section or department. So that this system thinking of projects is important to become a modern project manager or in the global thinking. And the leadership is not only the traditional leadership. So we have different kind of leadership styles, but majority of modern projects need servant leadership. Servant leadership is leading the leadership, and we have to consider all team members are leaders. So what the project managers has to do is to let them work. That means create the environment for them to work, facilitates our team to work, and resolve the conflict between the team, and build the right team to develop, let the team to develop as a self-performing team. That is the majority of project requirements nowadays. And each team member has again should become a servant leader, the facilitator, collaborator, active listener. So then there are special projects we have to manage in a different style or traditional project management or leadership styles. But most of the projects are going towards the need of servant leadership. And adaptability and resilience. Resilience is another project management principle, and we cannot avoid the situation that during project we have to uh, expect some unforeseen situations. So when we see unforeseen situation, the readiness to change it, adapt it, and that is why this adaptive project management style is more supportive, and that concepts and the philosophy has to be mixed with the predictive approach also. And resilience is you have to get back to your expected speed and go forward with that. So these principles teach us a kind of people development, psychological development approach more than process related learning. So this is what is expected in the global project management industry. People with this sense, this collaboration skill, and understanding the people and giving leadership to the leaders, or the respect for the cultural variances and readiness to face the challenges. These are very common and periodically listen things, but this is what really need in the industry. Okay. So then we will discuss about the hybrid leadership. So I'm talking about the predictive and agile iterative approach and the mix. Most of the infrastructure projects are in predictive approach, the construction, bridges, roads, canals, electrical lines. And the most of the IT digital industries are agile and fast iteration, so cycles of work, or quick delivery of results, and there is a flexibility. And now, as I mentioned, the projects can have a component of soft work. If you are doing, for example, apartment building for the company, you have to market it, you have to sell it, you have to create some recreation facilities for the people. So there is a soft side in this project, and there can be a building management system, there can be a security automated security system. So the building is with certain kind of systems and soft side. So in the project management approach, we have to use the hybrid project management approach uh, in predictive projects as well. So that is why the modern project managers should have the knowledge about the adaptive or agile project management practices. Okay, so in case of value delivery, so earlier that we were teaching, that I have been teaching project management nearly 15 years. I got my PMP in 2009, and most of the time I repeat or reiterate that project is the balancing between the iron triangle, the budget, time, and scope, maintaining the expected quality. It is true, it is known by everyone. So when it comes to the hybrid project, so what is fixed? So here the scope may be fixed, budget and time is variable in predictive project, or in adaptive projects or agile project, scope is variable and budget and time is fixed. Is that true? Is it moving? So then there are different arguments, various arguments. We are working and we have to go beyond this iron triangle, and we have to consider about the benefit realization of this project and project economics. Benefit realization is a concept that the organization who launch a project, they have a expectation for value. That total value of a project is a sum of benefits expected in the project. And a standard project management in hybrid projects, we have to develop benefit management plan for the project. That has to be done by the organization who developed this project, and thereafter the project manager has to keep an eye about this benefit management plan and maintain some collaboration of the benefit owner. Benefit owner is from executives of the organization. So they have business delivery value or collaboration, reputation, branding kind of expectation. So this expectation should be respected by the person developing a showroom, building, software system for that. So this collaboration or this understanding of the value delivery and benefit realization should be with the project manager. So when you have the sense of that, it will be, your knowledge will be exposed, your attitude will be improved, and you will be secured for that organization. That I know by experience. Also, you will automatically contribute the value delivery of the organization. So then learning about project management is not learning about the Gantt chart, not learning about the network diagrams or Primavera or the AI supported PMOs, or not only. So developing this sense, understanding why these projects are launched, or how we can support for the benefit realization, even it is something beyond in our level, project managers level. So then this value-driven mindset is essential for the project managers. Okay, so that is the principle that projects is managed in the scope, budget, and time. The triple constraints, or it is called iron triangle. It is still there. It is something fundamental, but it is not only the thing project manager has to consider. Now we have to move wide area. Okay, next, the risk and resilience. Again, the term is come that projects we have so much of uncertainties. We could not expect certain things. We cannot manage the projects without any problem throughout the entire life cycle. How much we planned, how much we are smart in that case, we will face uncertainties. We will face situations. We should have the pre-planned contingencies, and we should have the strength and understanding options how we can get back and go our journey. That is a risk and resilience, and normally we call adaptability and resilience in project management principles. The organizations collapsed during the tsunami, COVID time, but since they had the preparedness for the risk and resilience, they could recover, regain their success, and rectify back to the normal practice. So then the project management, we have a major knowledge area or performance domain area related to risk management. That is something not happened, something can be happened in the future. and we have to foresee it, we have to discuss it, we have to document it, and we have to manage, and we need proactive risk management practices in not only with the risk manager or project manager, engaging all project management team members with the project. We have to build the risk attitude within the organization, risk related supportive mindset with the team, and scenario planning, early warning, contingencies. These approaches have uh, supported to deliver projects successfully. So I have worked as a project control manager and as also risk coordinator of infrastructure and other microtunneling connected project with some huge landscaping work also. So they have spent, the project owners spent huge amount of money for the risk management. They appointed special risk management consultancy firms, and in that project they reached the success of delivery, and they didn't face surprises because they planned the risk very well in advance. The planning the work, scheduling the resources, procurement, we know very well. But planning the risk is something very special, something we can predict, our strength of prediction, early warning, and related preparedness contingencies. And the resilience is bounce forward, not just back. So this is a strength that we have to develop as modern project managers, and uh, it has been there that we have risk registers, risk management practices in most of the projects, but they are not maintaining it. So as far as you maintain risk management practices, we can become successful project delivery team members. Okay, so the next thing is the PMO, the project management office. So we as a country can have a PMO. We as an organization can have PMOs. That is project management office. We have lessons learned. We have good practices. We have to follow standards. We have to follow certain kind of quality levels maintained. But project to project, that those are getting the personalized. That means person who handle the project has separate approach. So you have to be lucky to have the right project manager, and that project will be successful. If you have the wrong project manager, that project manager will or the project team, they follow another system, so there will be no consistency. Same organization, we see some projects become successful, some projects become failures. So when we have this PMO kind of supportive control and directive unit, that is to support the overall governance of the projects, and to support with the consistent practices, and support in the training project management teams. So most of the successful international organizations I have seen, they have PMOs. It is evolution. It is from reporting hub to strategic enabler, bridge between C-suite. C-suite means that your CEO, CFO, CHRO, like that, those high-level executives and teams. We have to bridge between the gap between these teams through PMO. PMO is a standard unit that can be maintained in any kind of projectized organization, and even you have practice of managing several projects as a structured organization. You can still maintain a PMO, project management office. Minimum, you can have one project PMO coordinator and one document controller. You can start the PMO in your organization. PMOs are a smart way of managing multiple projects by the organization. and the collecting lessons learned, sharing lessons learned, and ensuring best practices and the knowledge are shared between projects. For that, PMOs is approaching for most projectized organization, and these PMOs are moving towards the digital age, and we will have the clear governance framework, we will have maturity models and progress and standardized tools and templates for that, and mentoring and training programs, portfolio alignment and benefits realization. We can support, what we learn here, we can emphasize, we can make it detailed learning, and we can share to all projects through a PMO. So those are among the best practices, and we will have a small commercial presentation after the next slide. This is digital PMO. The digital PMO is from spreadsheets to real-time dashboard. So we have spreadsheets, we have bar charts in Excel, Primavera, or we have dashboards or MS Project presentation, the Power BI, or related things. But now we have real-time dashboards. As an organization, Procons IT sector, we try to develop the online, that mobile-based dashboard of the real-time monitoring and reporting of the project status. So when this information is available in a screen, that your executives in the head office can see the project space real-time, and also they can share between other projects and accumulate this status for decision making. So these are the digital support of the PMO, and predictive analytics and AI-driven insights now come into the PMO. So we did the presentation for the project managers and planners in Middle East recently by Procons International on the modern PMOs and AI for the industry. And there we discussed more scenarios about modeling for decision support, executive versus visibility at portfolio level. So the project visibility and updated status will drive to the concept of common vision of the project, all the project stakeholders. When we have the common vision and the awareness about what is the project status, we will get the maximum support from the stakeholders to deliver a project successfully. So having a digital PMO or PMO at least will definitely give value for the project. Okay, so we will have a small break for a presentation by Procons team. So please bear with me. Okay. Okay, so I'll continue here. Okay, right. Yes. Yes, I am back. Okay, so we were talking about the digital PMOs. So I'm not going to tell much about the AI or the digital PMO. So this is an area I want to highlight. You have to learn, we have to learn, and world is moving towards with PMOs and sharing best practices through PMOs and maintaining the consistency and sharing knowledge between projects with best practices through PMOs, and these PMOs becoming digital PMOs in order to give real-time visibility or the roadmap or the dashboard presentations for the decision stakeholders, including decision makers for of the project. So this visibility will be supported by AI, artificial intelligence in project management, and already the PMI has maintained a survey. The PMO has maintained a survey. According to that, uh, they have understood. Uh, there are 21% of selected participants. This is not all of you and me. The selected participants for this survey, they have mentioned they are using some kind of AI, artificial intelligence. Even generative AI, ChatGPT, is a kind of AI. So we accept a certain level for the augmenting, developing the AI, or else if you use some presentation tools or some organization related AI supported tools, and many the forms of collaborative software. Now we have AI implication. Now the modern day, the latest survey done by PMI, they have understood 21% of professionals targeted for this survey are using occasionally or frequently these AI tools. And 82% of leaders in this industry think that the AI will reshape in PM in project management in 5 years. So the four example, if you want to refer the lessons learned, documentation, or the prediction of possible risk for the project. So we are still using some kind of mixture of generative AI and other supportive tools to get summarize these details and for the predictions. So application the risk identification, natural language processing, report resource optimization. Also, moving forward, you can download this document of the project management with AI PMI 2023 report, and you can have read all the statistics and be updated about this. Okay, so now AI tools are emerging. The Primavera cloud is enhancing with extension of forecast time impact. Still, it is under development, but be ready. It will be available very soon. And MS Project Copilot, that dynamic 365 project environment, that component, you can try with the pre versions how the AI is going to involve in project management. So those are still under development stage. So we have to be ahead or together, aligned with the time, and this development will become commercially or practically available with all this software very soon. Nowadays, all your standalone versions or our versions, we don't have these AI features fully, but this is future. Oh, this is not the 2 years, 3 years things. It will be very soon, very near future. So organization will have ERP linked the dashboard, the real-time portfolio views mixed with the Internet of Things and AI. So that is eventually coming to the scene. And for any situation, still we can further develop, enhance our ideas, our knowledge, and the AI cannot replace project managers, but still the project managers can use the AI to reorganize or the available knowledge or enhance that knowledge. But input of people, the people's creativity is still needed. So this is the area world is moving towards. Okay, so AI has limitations and challenges still in the project management industry. Don't worry. So we are in the global project management industry. We are not having the hundreds of tools in our hands for the project management. We have this. The trend is we can see. We can see the developments, and it is in a learning curve. We are preparing for that. And we will have we are training the generative AI or the some that Gen AI or any tools. So they are still not 100% reliable. So when as far as we input the right data, we can get the right results. And we, according to the model, bias and the trust related limitations are there. And data security and ethic concerns are still not cleared fully, and some human resistance I am experiencing. So when I try to introduce some the public sector, even the practices of this public sector approaches, I faced problems. So therefore, there is a human resistance to adaptation, and we need strong governance and training we use the AI. So there is a limitation. So we now we will see what is the global talent landscape. So how many professionals in global market. So there are 90 million people involved in project-oriented roles. So that is the figure we have to tell. And there are 40 million core professionals globally. So this is not just a figure, it is a survey result. And 90 million is said to be 3% of the world working population. So then it can be we are working in the industry, service sector, government sector, that others can be 3% can be in the project sector, and we need the out of this 90 million, 40 million are core professionals globally, and there is a huge demand. By 2025 there is a 29 million need, and it is said South Asia, Africa, and China, the need is improving much. And according to this, the global talent gap analysis of PMI, these are the industries with rising demand: infrastructure and transport, rail, airports and roads, energy and renewable, solar, wind grids, IT, the digital transformation, ERP, cybersecurity, cloud, ESG, and sustainability projects. And then we have to be ready. The environment, or the sustainability or safety or social governance and sustainability projects. So these are not only the construction projects. So there are project-related requirements, and those are growing global. Okay, so the PMI credentials mobility, that having PMP, CAPM, that you in this audience will agree that those who have these opportunities, there is more potential in the global market. And we have the PMI risk management professional, agile certification, and the Procons Academy affiliated that as authorized training partner. We are conducting these certification programs, and it is here an international passport. So for me personally, that my PMP got in early days where very few people were globally available as PMP credential holders. I got an international passport. Even today, the value in the job market, the PMP has not gone down. And many postings, job posts in Middle East especially. And I see in other countries, even Australia, I have seen many job posting, they need PMP as a qualification. So this is the preparedness. It is starting. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, audible,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, we can.
Yes, there was a small connectivity problem. So the future skills need for you, we have to develop the sense that not only the technical knowledge about power skill means leadership skill, communication skill, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a subject now included in the project management teaching. Emotional intelligence is self-awareness, aware of your environment, yourself, and self-management, manage yourself, and social awareness and social skills. So I cannot perform as a successful project manager without EI. It is compulsory, and it is earlier some fancy topic 10 years ago. We enjoy learning about that, but that is a compulsory part for a modern project manager. The leadership, communication, respect for the people, the people or any member in a project should feel they are included in the project. Consideration for the project, and they will develop their support if they are respected, if they are considered that they are valuable for the project. So we have a part. So as far as you are ignoring these needs of the people, you are making some losses for the project, some valuable input from even a cleaner that we have to get. And in modern theories or the lessons or the project management, it is taught we have to consider to include anyone in the project team stakeholder and ensure their positive engagement for the project. So AI and data literacy will be a mandatory part in the project, and stakeholder empathy and collaboration, and the understanding their feelings and wearing their shoes at the right moment and required collaboration are the things we need. The strategic alignment and value focus. The strategic alignment is beyond sometimes our project level, organizational level. Organizations have some strategy. They launch this project for a purpose. Even the international organization, the fund for a project, because they have a national or international vision. And we have to be aware about it. And T-shaped professionals are the mostly sorted teams for the modern project. What I see, the highly performing members in the industry or the project management environment are those have a certain specialized skill plus some minor skills of other related areas. Even the people management. So people or the successful project managers, they have the knowledge about the photography or the dancing, drama, journalism, or some unrelated things perform well than those who have very technical or narrow line of work. But teacher professionals in agile requirement is not only that. If you are the software developer, you should have developed skills related to the designing, quality assurance, technical writing, project management, or related areas. So you will share your responsibilities during the project life cycle and you will undertake some task aligned to this your supported professionalism. So earlier that I can remember about 15 years ago when I worked in Middle East. So there was a person called scaffolding engineer. They knew only scaffolding, erection. They had no idea about concrete uh, or the planning or anything. No other subject. Very narrow. And those days it was considered that is the way we want. So I can remember when I was working in the rectification of the what is that Pittu Bambu, that means Bank of Ceylon headquarters in Colombo. There was a mandatory requirement. We should have expatriate technicians for the sealing of these panels, external, that white color panels. So our company that I worked with, the Australia-based company, we arranged to bring an expert from Australia. But unfortunately, that person was the expertise only the sealing of the horizontal tile, the tiles and the panels, not vertical panels. So they have very narrow set of skills those days, but nowadays we have to be multidisciplinary, multi-talented, and other than our mainstream area, we have to have fair knowledge, manageable knowledge, so that you can stand well in international market as a project manager. In addition, I have to tell one thing: the as a project manager, it will be difficult to join in the international job market or in the local industries. You can have some areas you will perform most of the project management jobs. Even the commercial manager, quantity surveyor, or planning engineer, the risk manager, risk engineer. Some opportunities are still there, but for especially Middle East countries, that it is required some kind of Arabic speaking or some kind of local background to become a project manager at once. So then you can start with other areas. The forensic planning, contract management, those areas are the entry point for this industry. So with that, I think I shared the background and the scenario of international project management and the flow of project management. So today we talk about the modern project management, hybrid, value-driven, emphasizing three main domain areas: people, process, and business environment. Project management officers, the strategic enablers, AI already transforming project management into different level, like from agile, and global demand rising in opportunities are everywhere. That your statics are from the reputable or credible sources, surveys. The project management or qualification is a global passport. So that is all, and now we can work together. You have certain kind of awareness, and I think I shared what I knew. So I don't have very special knowledge. I am a very general person. So, but I am performing well because of my common sense and soft skills coming together with my technical skills. So that is the key message I have to pass to you. Okay, thank you. So now we can move to the Q&A session and our messages from the team. So Engineer Aruna, GM of Procons International, will support for the Q&A session. Any questions? Are you getting?
Yeah, dear participants, if you have any questions, you can type in the chat box. Then we can give a response to that. Any questions or any ideas, any inputs, your experience, anything?
There was one question that can a project accountant become a PMP or be a project manager? Isn't it that? So this one is project accountant can learn PMI. Yes, that project as far as you are in the project life cycle, you don't your experience in project environment is counted. So therefore it's okay. And
There's another question. Are there any training programs for using AI tools in project management?
yes, so we conducted several courses in organizations. So we will introduce them very soon. Procons Academy, AI in project management. We conducted some series of training programs, and also there are credentials being developed or introduced by PMI also, and we will conduct PMI certification courses.
Yeah, thank you. There's another question. How can risk analysis for construction project situation like COVID?
Actually, this COVID is discussed globally. That some situation we call these are the unknown kind of risk. So we in projects we have contingency plans for the identified risk or known risk. So even in your BOQ, if you have a percentage for contingencies, that means according to your historical knowledge, experience about this kind of changes can happen, this kind of rectification work will be needed, and therefore we keep certain percentage buffer to face this kind of risk. So there are so many risk mitigation or management methods. As far as we can identify them, we can plan them. We work very hard to analyze the previous lesson learned, situation, models, prototypes, uh, benchmarks to verify or forecast the risk of a project. But situations like COVID are called some unknown risk. So normally in projects we manage certain kind of management account allowance, the contingency allowance plus management allowance on top of your project budget to face this kind of situation.
Right. We are getting more questions. Next one is project management, how to support occupational safety part.
Actually, this safety management, there are so many knowledge areas in the project management, and the project safety management is a different subject. It is not coming under the project management knowledge areas. So it is specialized like funding management, but it is not disregarded. It is that what it is considered that some expertise is required for, and special consideration is given for safety management. But under this project management domains, it is under the stewardship leadership. We have to appoint appropriate specialists for that, and we are in the under the knowledge areas of performance domains. We are not uh, discussing or working under the project management. That means we are not disregarding. It is like law. The law is important. Safety is important. The health is important. So these are not the subjects we are in the project management syllabus nowadays. Yes.
Right. There's another
Yes.
question. You said the Bosporus, I don't know whether my pronunciation is correct, under sea
Yeah.
tunnel. Yeah, under sea tunnel ran into years of delays. Was it because of poor risk management?
Yeah, it is. It cannot tell exactly as a risk management. So when they encounter ancient harbor underneath there, so it was something like it was considered as an opportunity. So it was some historical finding and considered valuable world heritage. So then they the with with the support of project team, everybody support to conserve, protect, and archive them. So then it was unforeseen condition that there was allowance, but this is a huge finding. So I cannot comment about this much because it is something related to me also. So therefore, I don't think it has poor risk management. It is some special kind of situation. I just took at it as an example. So that part, the archive in this historical what is called these components and other things were treated as some kind of adaptive situation in the project. Okay.
Right, thanks. There are a few questions regarding this, few questions from the IT professionals.
Okay.
They're asking that whether the project management and pursuing PMI certification be beneficial for IT professionals. That's, in summary,
Yes.
that's the question.
Yes. Yes. Of course. Yeah, because the IT that in CAPM, for example, now more emphasize in the adaptive practices, agile practices, and the business analysis area. So in project management also, it is 50% for IT professionals, 50% for predictive professional. Not IT professional, predictive and adaptive. So it is equally important because I am handling that I'm a partner of this Procons Impotech, that IT company. So when we select the professionals or project managers, we consider this having CAPM, PMP is a qualification. So as the industry.
Yeah, thank you. So there's another question. PMOs are not to be encouraged under the public investment projects by the government. Is it true?
No, I believe that the one example I can view, this is some kind of project management organized concept should be there. The when I was working in Doha, Qatar before the this FIFA World Cup, the entire country was preparing for the World Cup infrastructure, roads, stadiums, hotels, other facilities as a entire government effort was there. And there was a that even they didn't mention it as a PMO, there was a overall prediction, control, and the practice to manage the entire resources of the country with the overall vision and also to deliver the results before this event. So it is kind of a PMO practice. So same thing I've heard the London Olympics some years ago, that before London Olympics they managed a similar kind of national program like a national PMO kind of thing. So I think I don't think that in the PMO management, information management, or the resource sharing, standard maintenance of the national level is not a problem. Okay.
Are you, excuse me, Mr. Ekanak, are you getting any questions? There are few questions.
There are few.
Yeah.
So now actually because of this time limitation, so we will record this, and I request you to be alert with us. Yeah, actually, there are interesting questions. Even how leadership can be tailored to modern trends as AI, or does Pareto rule always comply with project management? Yes, those are some kind of principles. So these are there. And the leadership HR management practice or other management approaches also like templates and practices we have to tailor according to the projects we can tailor. So I'm not going to explain much about this because of the time limitation. Yes. So one thing I have to mention as per the request for organizers, so they want you to, they will send you the request for the contribute this project management.lk. So this kind of knowledge sharing, collaboration, and that will be a national forum to bring the global practices and the meet the local talents in one location. It will be project management.lk. So please contribute and be with them. So that is one requirement. And second thing that our team apologized because of unpredicted joining numbers that we couldn't admit all the participants. So all our media, that limitations exceeded. That was not unprecedented demand for this. And thank you for joining and bearing with us. So with your telling, and thank you for trusting with us. And in addition, another message is there that there is a feedback form, and we request you to fill, and the team is requesting it. And once your feedback is received, we will send a specialized PDU certificate, PMI PDU certificate for the participation of this PDU event. And we will send you the PDU code also for necessary PDU claim in your cycle. And I take this opportunity to thank all of you for joining this event, and also the project management.lk team, as well as our Procons group members, organizers, work hard for delivering this program today. So I'm thankful all who participated this event, who trusted us, and who worked hard to deliver this event. This was not a simple event. It was a global collaboration of professionals in the project management. Many Sri Lankans, or many of you are from Sri Lanka, but I know a considerable number of participants from various other countries also joining here. So I wish you all the best, and please be with us in our network, projectmanagement.lk and Procons Academy. So any message from Procons side, Procons side, Engineer Aruna? Yes.
Yeah, Mr. 𝐾𝐽, thank you very much giving such a wonderful presentation and with insight of project management practice in modern world. I think it is. I felt it's very useful, and I hope that all the participants also that it is useful for their future applications and professional practice. And Procons Academy actually welcome anytime that you can contact us, our people. And if you need any support for your future career development, Procons Academy will provide tailor-made, I think, value addition programs which will you can enhance your knowledge and certified, and which would a passport for your international approach, international career development. So I think that's what I want to share. Again, I thank you, Mr. 𝐾𝐽, your valuable time sharing with the professionals and delivering a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone, and have a nice evening and nice weekend ahead. Over to you, Mr. 𝐾𝐽.
Okay, thank you. And once again, sir, please keep in touch. Let's work together.